Hey, and welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining in. Happy Sunday, everybody. You got the Tommy Williams Show on a Sunday. Yeah. Feeling real good, folks. Got my dad upstairs and getting ready to do big things in terms of eating and getting the day started. I started my day back in the pool, folks. Those been following me along. You see, the pool has been back opened up, so my pool's been opened back up. A lot of work they did out there, painting and sealing and stuff like that. Because what was happening, folks, was when I was swimming, the water level was going down, and then they'd have to add water, or I'd have to add water, and then we'll go back down again. So everything's all set, taken care of. I'm back in the water, feeling good and irie. I wanted to share everybody that the merchandise is official. I spoke with Wendy, and she gave the verbal, "Oh, so tell me about the t-shirts." And I was really happy. Because, folks, I'll tell you, in between the conversations that I have with Wendy, she doesn't know what my stance is. She has her feelings as she's going through, and she's the subject of this whole situation pretty much. You might as well say, yes, I will say that. But then I have my feelings as well. And my feelings, they kind of manifest as I go through the day, march along, have people saying, hey, we pray for Wendy and all kinds of stuff like that. And yeah, hey, how you doing, Crystal? Always speaking with Wendy, always. But I'll tell you something, this has been a kind of off week, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, because I had my interview, when was it, on Monday or so? Sunday. I had my interview last Sunday with Us. Was it with Us? Us Weekly? Yeah. And when I did the interview with Us Weekly that Saturday, I had gone on and I had convinced myself and had a long thought process within myself, not the family, but within myself, because what I do is my effort. Everybody does what they feel as though they need to do for themselves and what they feel as though they can do to support Wendy and the family. And, my thing, that the way I contribute to Wendy is meaningful conversation, going, making amends for all the things that we've had conflict over in the past. This is a great time when we're in a neutral space to clean up shop. And folks, I'm all about positive vibes. I was just talking to my dad just moments ago before I started preparing breakfast for us about positive vibes and how I need to, make sure I push that out. But most importantly, I receive them as well, because what I get, I can give. And I think that goes for everybody. It's like a yin and a yang. I pushed down the pillow, and then I watched it go back up. I said, this is what I need, Dad. I put in the positive energy. Boom, I need the positive energy to come back. As the pillow rose, I was describing that as the positive energy I need. So what I did, folks, is I decided to go ahead and put those t-shirts out. And then I was concerned, as to what Wendy's feelings would be about that, because I've upset her and disappointed situations in the past, not intentionally. And I wanted to make sure that my efforts and my thoughts were, synonymous, or at least understood by my sister, period. Not you all, not everybody else in my family, but by my sister. So, it's been quite a week, as I hadn't spoken with her on a regular basis this week. I've been pretty busy this week, and in my life. And I hadn't gotten an opportunity to talk to Wendy. And then when I had gotten the information from a source saying what was going on with the Breakfast Club, that really got me concerned, because as Charlemagne was on there professing that he spoke with Wendy, and I had really no way of knowing whether he did or not, and whether she co-signed on the t-shirts or not, because I hadn't spoken with Wendy, because I get the calls. I don't make the calls. Nobody makes the calls. Wendy makes the calls. And so I was sitting there trying to figure out whether I had done the right thing all week, trying to create the positive vibes and try to put out my positivity so I can get it back, because I need it. Regardless as to what I'm going through, I'm going to put out that positive energy. If I'm going through a dire straits over here, I'm going to still put out the positive vibes because I need them. Does anybody understand that? Yeah. So at any rate, Friday when I had spoken to you all, and I was going in on, the Breakfast Club, I'll be honest, I didn't know if Charlemagne had spoken with Wendy, and he made it seem so apparent that he speaks with Wendy and he'll call her and find out. Now, he didn't say call, because then I'd know he was lying. But so I still left the light on for the possibility of maybe she contacts Charlemagne as well. I'm not in Wendy's head and or in her space, and I don't dictate, nor do I desire to know, who Wendy calls and things like that. But I was just trying to find out whether or not anything was factual. And at that time, I had no idea. He was saying that he was going to speak with her. I was leaning back saying the nerve, and furthermore, the nerve, the quality of t-shirts. All calls come through when you get on this thing. Sit tight, please. Hey, Brian. No pressure, man. Good, man. I just was did you get my message about the snake and the drill and stuff? Yeah. So I don't know if you have a drill, and I don't know if you'll be in this area or whatever have you. I'm trying to, work through it myself. I'm just trying to, I just know that it would work better with the drill because of the back piece. I couldn't tell you. I could take a picture of what I'm working with and I could send that to you. And then you could see kind of what the attachment might look like. And then, oh, good stuff, man. I appreciate you, man. I'll text you. I'll text you a picture of that in about within 15 minutes, man. Thanks, Brian. Okay, bro. Yeah, man. All right. Always. That's my boat mechanic, and actually my boat mechanic, friend, car mechanic, everything. And he's a good guy. Big shout out to Brian. Big shout out to Brian, man. That guy is a super great guy. So anyway, what I was saying was, oh yeah. And thank you for your patience, everybody, and welcome to my world, right? We got one layer closer to the Tom Dog video, man. I always say Tom Dog videos because I'm always on Facebook doing the Tom Dog videos, everybody, but whatever. Who cares? So yeah, so yesterday, finally, as I'm laying in bed, I'm a little edgy on Friday. I'll be honest, I get edgy. I'm positive, but I get edgy. I'm real. And you don't want to get in my way when I'm edgy. But, it happens every once in a while. And when I do get edgy, what I do is explain myself. So my wife knew, family knew, well, my circle knew that I needed my sister and I needed a call. And I was, and I didn't express to anybody the concerns I was having. I was explaining that I haven't spoken to Wendy or spoken with Wendy, because we've been speaking so regularly that I've now have it embedded into my day where I get a call and I, use that energy, and, we're doing really good, folks. And, you have no idea the relationship that Wendy and I have had in the past. And we have that, we're nurturing that same relationship and fostering that so that we can grow and regroom and resume that relationship. And that's where we are. And so I was real concerned because I was trying to do something out of the goodness of my heart. I was saying, you know what, I'm not trying to have anybody side-eye me on this, platform, in terms of family. Now you all can do, and people who come in here can do what they want. It doesn't really make a difference. But family, I'm not trying to get any side-eyed. I'm not trying to get any, what are you doing and all that stuff, because I've been there and I don't have the tolerance for that. So I had to try to figure out what was happening. So yesterday, Wendy had called. And when she called, first of all, when I was swimming yesterday, I was thinking one last time, another time, I was thinking, what's up with Wendy? Got out of the pool, looked at the phone. I was like, I came in back inside. I said, Dad, Wendy's been trying to call me. He said, yeah, I know. I talked to her during the week. She said she was going to try to reach out to you. I said, yeah, well, she could have said that to you, but she didn't call me. Maybe that was just, I was thinking maybe that was just her pushing everybody at bay, making it seem like everything's okay. But inside, she was like, I'm done with them. So I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because it means a lot. And not that we, are constantly saying, I'm done with anybody. But, I have a memory, I have a conscience, and I have a heart. And I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to disappoint her. I want to try to help her, and I miss her, and I need her. So I wanted to make sure that I was doing the right thing. She called yesterday and she said, Tommy, she said, I've been calling you. She said, look at your phone. I was like, oh, snap. So I was reading that, scrolling through, and I was like, oh my God, you were calling. And she said, tell me about the t-shirts. And when she said that, she didn't, I'll tell you how she said it. She said, so tell me about these t-shirts. And when she said that, because I know Wendy and I know me, kind of the same, if it was something wrong, it wouldn't come out like that. It would come out probably with some expletives and things like that, and not so nice. So when she said that, I was like, the t-shirts? Oh, okay. And so I told her about the t-shirts, and I started off by saying, listen, I put some t-shirts out, and she said, no. Tell me about the t-shirts. Tell me about the quality. Tell me about everything. Are we on there? Is your picture? Is it you and me? Is it just, what does it say? And when she said, she said, is it you and me? I said, oh my gosh. I said, no. I said, it's you. I said, you're the focus of this situation. It's all about you. It says free Wendy. I said, Anita did it. She did it on our platform. I said, they're not the best t-shirts in quality, but it has a crown. It says hashtag free Wendy. And she said, it doesn't say Wendy Williams. I said, no, it doesn't say Wendy Williams. And I'm thinking, oh gosh. But I'm thinking, that's small stuff. Come on, Wendy. I mean, people know your name. I'm not trying to like Wendy Williams, trying to play it all like, you need that much. If people need to support by knowing who's Wendy Williams, then they don't need support. I'm just saying it was quick knee jerk Wendy. I put it out there. Hashtag free Wendy. She said, I love it. She said, I love you, Tommy. She said, thank you so much. She said, wow. Isn't that something? And then we talked a little bit about stuff and everything. And then she said, okay, so I'm going to call you later on around 5:00. And at that point, I knew that our rhythm was back. I knew when she said, tell me about the t-shirts, I knew that we were back. But after that, boom. I didn't come on yesterday because, I was having fun with my dad and whatever have you afterwards. And, we had ordered, we got some steamers. I made steamers. Nice salad. You know what steamers are, right? Clams, those nice sized clams from the north. And we had steamers, salad. What else I make? A steak. So it was surf and turf, but that was the turf. I mean, that was the surf. The turf was the steak. The turf was the steak, nice strip steaks. And then I had steamers. And so I didn't come on last night. But I did want to come on today and let you all that it's all systems a go. The t-shirts are out. Boom, just like that. They're on the platform. I'll constantly ask that they're, put into the feed. We have some great moderators. Hey, China Black, how you doing? Alarm, what's going on? Alam. And Red, how you doing? Kia J, what's going on? Let me go ahead and make the font a little bit bigger. Folks, it's been a very, very trying time, you know, just not knowing. This is the problem, and this is the issue of not being able to make the calls to Wendy and have to camp out and wait for calls from Wendy. Now she's definitely on point with making the calls. I'm just, I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just going through it, I guess, during the weekend, kind of off. I was off, but now I'm on. And now I'm going to be manning the phones again. And she said, I'll call them. She said, I'll call you later at 5 o'clock. I was right there ready first. And I've always been like a first ring or second ring answerer when she calls. Because she's always like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you answered. Because there was a time that I never answered. And only because I'm involved in my life. I'm on the boat. I'm out having fun. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And you folks who've been with me for a while, I'm an outdoorsy kind of spontaneous, wide open fella. So I'm not the person to be honed in like, okay, I'm going to call you and I'm going to be there. I'm also not the one to say, okay, what time are you coming? And I'm going to be there at that time. No, I'm not that type. I'm trying, but I'm not really like, naturally, I'm not that type. So, it's very nice how I've been able to, make some changes and accommodations to take that call each time. And Wendy's been acknowledging it each time, which has been great. It's been showing me that, hey, look, simple things make people happy. So I'm trying. How you doing, Katie? Sharon, what's happening? Red, hey, exactly. True that, right? So folks, this was like a real big time for me to just come on. I really want to just say the t-shirts are here. I'm going to be, going on now. I'm going to go on other platforms. I'm going to try to, push it out there and things like that because, I got the verification and all I needed was the head nod from Wendy saying everything's okay. Because, again, folks, it's not me. It's Wendy that needs the support. And speaking of support, back to the Breakfast Club and those dirtbags who are trying to like take pot shots at the quality of t-shirt. And Charlemagne bullshitting and saying that he spoke with Wendy and all this stuff and he's going to try to get back and all this stuff. Nah, it ain't. That ain't happening. It didn't happen. And it's not, hey, look, whatever. And not saying that I have not a problem with, I don't have enemies and I'm not creating an issue with Charlemagne. I just wish that the brother has his family, stay there. You know what I'm saying? Stay right there. And there's no need to lie, man. Just come up with your own content, man. And if you have anything, just say Tommy's pushing out free Wendy t-shirts and leave it and let it fall. You know what I'm saying? Why dig in and go all everything? If everything has to have to be, if it's support is support, you drive. So you know about lanes. When you choose a lane, people next to you are hoping that you stay in it so that you won't come back in their lane and cause a problem. Okay, so why don't you do that as you move through? Charlemagne and the group over there of people just trying to try so hard, because, when you don't think before you speak, these are the possible outcomes. And, and they're unnecessary. They're unnecessary. Really, I wasn't coming for you. It seemed like you came for me. For what? For me supporting my sister? Flimsy people over there. But as I told my dad, exactly, especially when Wendy made the lane for him, right? She made the lane. She put him on the highway because I know he wasn't doing anything in South Carolina, wherever he was. He wasn't making any noise, talking with them rubber lips. Please. She helped him form his words. She tried to help him make sense and gave him direction, So come on, man, Governor. Get yourself together, stay in your lane, and be thankful in 2025. Remember, your bread may not be buttered there now, but at one time, you were given the bread. So don't try to give the person who gave you the bread the heel. Isn't that nice? Although the heel is nice. I like to make it. I eat a heel of bread all the time. Sometimes when you have that heel of bread, everybody, and you have the brown part on this side right here, in order to make it look like the other, just take a knife and just shave a little piece of that part off, and then it'll look like a regular piece of bread. I mean, if it's the psychological of it all, You know what I mean? But anyway, you know what I'm saying. Here's to you. Positive vibes. If this week you want it, we'll be here for you at the Tommy Williams Show, and we'll bring it back to you. So we could play tennis. I have rackets all around. Look, I have a racket right over here. So I like it. You served it up the other day, and I hit it back. Boop. Now let's see if that ball comes back. I hope not. I hope not. Breakfast Club, sit down. Sit down. Family first. That's great. Thank you very much. This is the one I'm going to post. Yeah, you all coming on here. You're very positive, and I appreciate you on a Sunday, boy. This is how we got to get into it. Now, I'm late starting my day. I made eggs, sausage, and French toast. I have it in the oven right now, waiting. Got to get some things done around the house here, and I'm waiting for contractors to show up. One contractor, a plumber, and so hopefully he comes soon. Momo. Okay, you want to know where? Okay, well, you know what? Apple Crescent's not on here. It was in the feed the other day. I don't know if I can send it. Let me see what I can do. I'll tell you what it was, and then we could take it from there, perhaps. Oh man, I'm looking at it right now. Let me see if I could. You know what I'm gonna do, folks? And I know that some of you want to see the link, and I know I got a message saying, "What's this that they're talking about?" Maybe it was pulled off. It wasn't. It was sent to me. And sometimes when I go on a hunt for stuff, I don't have the time. And so people send the stuff to me. And so I was having it. But what I'm going to do is while I'm talking, I am trying to do it. TR. Boom. Boom. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, how would I share it anyway? I mean, I could share it and we could watch it. I mean, you want to watch it and give them all kinds of, and then, I don't even know how. Let me see here. Okay, let me see what I can do. Hang on one second, guys. Hey, Bounty, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just trying to go to my email.
Patti LaBelle, her team is upset about her portrayal in the documentary for Luther Vandross. So CNN, they aired this documentary on Luther on. Patti LaBelle, her team is upset about her portrayal in the documentary for Luther Vandross. So CNN, they aired this documentary on Luther on New Year's Day, and Patti LaBelle was featured in the documentary because
I don't know what to say. I see it. It's me and technology are not buddies. Me and technology, we're just not buddies. So I can't send it at the moment. It was in the chat a few days ago. Apple's not in here. She's 14 hours ahead of us. So she's probably in her third dream. So unfortunately, you'll have to go back to the other video I posted on. That I was doing on Friday. On Friday's video, it was in there a couple of times. Okay, I believe it. On Friday's video, it was put in there a couple of times. Did I come on yesterday? If I came on yesterday, it'll be on there as well. Because, yeah, I tried. Yeah, I tried. You can check out that other video though. I mean, I can go like this, you know, and there he is opening up his big mouth, right? It's a shame. I hate ungrateful. I hate ungratefulness, you know, not people, but I just really I think that there's ungrateful. That's the worst. You know, you're ungrateful. Wow. Then you got this guy in the back talking about some t-shirt. I mean, I could really like, you know, this is what I kind of do, you know, for humor and wit. I can roast. But I'm not going to do it because I look at this whole situation and the individuals involved, and I could just, you know, like, please. But I'm going to leave it alone. And I know you got my back, Red, and that's why I kind of hold back on all that other stuff because there's no need, you know. Shame on them. And thank you. And thank you. Thank you for understanding. Man. So folks, I didn't want to come on long. It's 26 minutes and 50 seconds in. We do have the merchandise on a normal. And China Black, if you could do me a favor and give me a call, you know, or you know what, actually, CB, let me make sure I got your information in because we haven't spoken in ages. Yep. And a doggone shame on me. And here's your number sitting right here. I'm going to call you when we get off, if it's okay. Wish you a happy new year. Go over a couple things on what's happening on the channel here. And then, you know, move forward. See, because, you know, I do have some moderators. They're great people. And, you know, we're going to get the information out there to you the best we can. Okay. So everybody, you know, thank you very much for coming on. Thanks for giving a little bit of time on a Sunday. I know Sundays are special. And you want to definitely have them for yourself and your families and things. So hopefully we can deem one another family types or family. And, you know, because on a Sunday, I'm including you all. And, you know, and I'm thinking about you all and I'm praying for you all and I'm rooting for you all. And I'm so grateful that you come on here and you always come on with such positive energy. And that's what we need. And that's what we continuously need more of. Momo. Do you and Wendy get your wit and quick restarts from Mother Shirley? You doggone right. That woman was like, what? You know, and always her demeanor is so small and, you know, deceiving. But my mother was so sharp, you know, insightful, sharp, witty, and big-hearted, you know, huge heart. So all that wit, all that smartness, all that whatever have you would be used for the betterment of good. You know what I mean? Like all that I have. And I could be a sarcastic, smart, you know, person that you could just be like, ooh, Dad, ooh, maybe watch what I'm going to say. Because I don't play around. But you know what? I hold on to all that. And I know myself, and I keep it with me at all times because that's part of me. But I lead myself with positivity because that's what I would like to have in return. That would be the best bet, and people get the best bang for the buck when dealing with a person like myself by being nice, because you'll get something really special coming out of me when you're nice to me. When you're not nice to me and you're not family, there's an off button. I don't have the time. I might go ahead and say one or two things, throw a dart, boom, that hit the marks exactly right there so that you all or the person would be right there and understand what they did. But then I'm leaving because it's not worth it. You're not family. There's no need for me to go ahead any further. Good life is what I wish you, right? So that's kind of where I am with this whole situation with Charlemagne and the group. You know, that's not my battle. You know, Wendy's the one who put him on point. Wendy should be the one who says, you know, oh my gosh, what a jerk, you know, but I think, well, I know my sister, what she's doing is she's moving on with her life. And leaves that stuff over there. Now, these people over here would constantly tap. And you remember Wendy on her show, she's not a tap type person. You tap Wendy, you're going to get tapped. You're going to get slugged, You tap Wendy, you're going to get slugged. You tap me, I'm going to tap you back because I don't like to be a slugger. I don't like to be a slugger. I like to go ahead and just remind you, please be nice. Be nice. Okay? We try this a couple of times. And then if I have to pull out the Louisville Slugger, then I'll go ahead and pull it out. We got to just go ahead and have a slugfest. Yeah. It's a weapon. And I choose to use it responsibly because I impact and I help so many people as it's brought to my attention. And it wasn't until recently that I was able to really say that and be honest with myself because that's a big responsibility to have an impact and people looking at you. I have a lot of people who went to college with me and high school. And, just with my allegiance to myself with regard to health, there's a lot of people that I'm inspiring, and I don't want to take the power and the respect and the accolades that I was given and take it for granted. Because leadership and an inspiration to be at that point is something to be proud of. And I'm proud of myself for being an inspiration, for being consistent, for being consistently caring, for being consistently sharing, for being consistent on the health and my promoting the importance of health to so many people. So, on that note, who knows where I was going? I just needed to say something. And now I'm going to say, have a wonderful day. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was reading this message from Momo. Sorry, everybody. I get a little sidetracked at times. In the same way, it's a superpower. Oh, let me put this in. This is nice. Let me make this font a little bigger because my superpowers still haven't helped my eyes. Pum 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 pum. It's a weapon and you use it responsibly. Wait. It's a weapon and you use it responsibly with my hands on my hips. Yes. In the same way, it's a superpower. Onlookers often will forget that you are simply responding to mistreatment and not bullying. Thanks, Momo. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's nice. All right, so have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you, China Black. Look out for my phone call. And thank you for coming on, folks. And don't forget, the merchandise will be here. I'm going to speak to my moderators. We'll try to get them in there, as much as possible while I'm having discussion with you all in the future. We'll try to make sure we rotate that. Thank you, Bounty. Thank you. Thank you. And you have a wonderful day as well. Everybody, enjoy. Yee-hee! We're going to win, everybody. We're going to win. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. Yes, China Black. Yes. So we're going to have an amazing day, everybody. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I think we made our point. Yeah. Everybody seemed like they were smiling while they were watching. Joy, Red, joy. All right, everybody. See you later.